Good morning, everyone. Today's our topic is Israel-Palestine war. In starting, Israel was Palestine, and UNO divided. Britishers divided Israel, and that time Palestine had 48% and Israel had 44% land and 8% Jerusalem. UNO kept by itself, and that time Jerusalem is the famous for the three religions like Yahudi, Muslim and Christians. It was said that Jerusalem is the birth of Jesus Christ, and it was also the third holy place of the Muslim, Al-Aqsa Masjid. So this is the main reason for the war. And 150 years ago, Israel was bought the land from Yahudi, and that time Israel bought the land from Yahudi. It was from Palestine, so that's why they occupied their land, and now Palestine is saying that it was our land. So that Israel is saying that it was our land because I bought. So that's why this is the main reason for the conflict. And there is also Chauraha. Chauraha is situated in Jerusalem. Yahudi bought this land, and that time Supreme Court of Israel ordered to break down of all the land those occupied by the Israel. So that's why it is happening. And when Palestine attacked on the Israel in 1948, 1956, 1967, 1973 and 1982, and they occupied the land of the Israel, and now Palestine has only 12% land. In east part is the west part is the Gaza Patti, and east part is the Western Bank. And from the route of the sea, Iran support the Gaza Patti and Hamas attacks on the Israel. So that's why this war is happening. And Iran, Kuwait, and there are many Muslim countries, they support the Hamas. Hamas is the terrorist organization, and they attack on the Israel by missile, rocket. But the Israel order to the Palestine can't keep a weapon, army, navy and air force. Palestine had only a stone. They used to throw the stone, but Hamas, that's why Palestine takes support from the Hamas, because Hamas has a lot of weapons, and there are many countries give weapons to the Hamas. So that's why it is happening.
Okay, so the recent thing going on at the international level, that is Israel-Palestine conflict. As we have seen that on 6th of October, the Hamas from Gaza Patti has attacked on Israel with 5,000 rockets. That was a massive attack on Israel. It had happened after 50 years, like last time it was happened in 1983. But now, and Israel has declared his state of war. Now the state is in on war, and India has cleared its stand with Israel. If we talk about the history, it has a long history of Palestine and Israel. But the current scenario has changed. Earlier, the whole Israel and Palestine was for Palestine, but now only 12% of the Palestine is for Palestine, and now rest of is for Israel. And we have also there on West Bank strip, there is Gaza strip that has attacked on Israel, and in that Hamas, that is a terrorist organization that is declared by UN, UK, Britain and all. The Hamas is officially a terrorist organization. Still, there are some Arab countries that is supporting him. That is Egypt, Jordan, Syria. So here, if India has cleared its stand with Israel, and also the thing is that now it can impact on India too. There are many people in Israel who are from India. They are for their medical study or for education, job. India has also stuck there. So first, the thing India have to done is to evacuate them from there and make their life safe. And now we talk about the economy, how it is impact on the economy. India had held meeting recently, G20 meeting, in which India talked about the Middle East corridor that is going with Arab country, that will help in trade. But as India has supported it, stated his stand with Israel, the Arab country may don't support India on this thing, so it can impact India on that way also. But India has always been with the person who is right, and always against the terrorism. India has also started anti-terrorism campaign also. Like India is already they are not have good connection with Pakistan. The same situation is in Israel and Palestine also. We can compare to that. So in that respect, I think India is with the right stand for Israel.
In 1973, there was also a holiday, and it was a Yom Kippur. This day was happened. Suddenly, it was also a sudden attack. And on 6th October 2023, it was also recalling is the movement which is that was happened in 1973. And the question is arising why it was happened. It was also the case of the overconfident. The erasers thought that Hamas couldn't do anything. They are not capable. And there is also a case of the agreement. We are seeing that Israel was doing an agreement with they were spreading the crease, and this is also a reason slowly they become a capable and they attack it. Also, there are two agencies which is providing the security. One that is a Modas, and another that is a seatbelt. Modas which only provide the security under the Israel, and another which is a Modas which supplies like a for foreign safety. And it is also like they thought they wouldn't do. And even Israel total concentration was on the conflict, nuclear fertility of the Iran. They were thinking about however we have to just defect it. They were not concentrating on our country. Firstly, we should concentrate on our country, not with the another country who are doing, because firstly we are living in this country. We should aware about our country, not about the another country what they are doing. Looking forward like their impacts, we are also seeing like lots of people who are living in Israel. They are belonging from the India. Diaspora will also happen, and we all know that India has a so much good connection with the Western country. It will also conflict the relation of the India with another country. A part of it, like we all know that Israel has a very good connection. Israel has a very good connections with the Arab country. It will also conflict it. Looking forward, like we all know that there is also a declaration in the two-state solution, and which is happening again. If it will happen, if the Palestine will not exist, then confliction will again happen. And what about the India? India is in the favor of the Israel. It is the reason behind this, because they only want that however it will stop. That's why India is in the favor. India only want a peace. We all know that from starting we only want a peace. Apart of whenever we get a action, we will do, but we only in the favor of the peace. Moving forward for the more points, like we are seeing we are seeing that Iron Dome system, which is also failure. Even the agency AI is also declared as a failure and totally collapsed. Even Moscow, this type of thing is totally collapsed in the Israel. So it is so failure condition. And a part of it, like India, we all know that India contributes about 1.77 billion trade with the Israel. So it will impact on this also. And there is a chain. We all know there is a chain where we do oil, so which oil facility will run, and this type of thing export. It will also denied on the thing. So we should have to think about it. And I am so happy that India is just India is helping Israel, because because whenever the condition happen in our country, it will impact overall. So anyhow this conflict will declose. Otherwise, if it will not close, then it will transfer to the Chinese country also, Russian country also, and there will be confusion happen again and again. It will not stop. So our main basic is to anyhow we have to do development.
Good morning, everyone. So according to me, war is not the solution of anything. Like lot of states, lot of countries are doing war nowadays, and
earlier the war was happening between the Ukraine and Russia. So Ukraine didn't get anything, and if I talk about the Russia, they will also not get anything. And in war they lost their life, they lost lot of the people life, the children's life, the elders life, the young life, everything they lost the education. So according to me, war is not the solution of anything. Like what happened on 7 October 2023, the Palestine, there is one terrorist organization in Palestine, Hamas, that is called. And in Hamas, they attacked the Israel, and after that Israel got angry and they just want to attack again on Gaza, and they want to capture the three mainly the places, the Jerusalem and West Bank, and another thing is that Gaza. They want to capture on these three things. That if war is happening, so it doesn't mean that the war is happening nowadays. It is happening because of the history. Like there is also a vast history between the Israel and the Palestine, and also the Arab countries. Like before 1948, the area was like Palestine. The whole area was Palestine. There is one country, Palestine, in which there is only Muslims are living. And if I talk about the Israel, so Israel is a which there is only the Yahudi, we can say Yahudi is living in Israel, and there is country of Yahudi. And earlier the Yahudi was in very less amount, and Israel want in a very large amount, huge amount. They want they just want to make their own country, so that the people will remember that yeah, this is a country of Yahudi. And earlier there is whole that 100% is Palestine area they are. But after the, because of United Nations organization UNO, they have divided between the Palestine and the Israel. Palestine got the 48% and 44% got the Israel. And after that the war was happening, the 6 Arab countries come because they are the supporter of the what, Palestine. They come to fight to with Yahudi. And after that Israel also fighted a lot, and they won that war, and they defeated the 6 Arab countries. The Saudi Arabia and lot of countries are included in 6 Arab countries. So according to me, war is not the solution of anything, and India stands by Israel, so it is good for us to stand with Israel. Thank you.
In my opinion, the conflict between the Israel and Palestine, it's very complex. It's not just about the land. It has its national, political, territorial, religious and cultural factor. And as India has declared its side with Israel, so we can see like how it will impact the India's international relation with Arab countries, as all the Arab nations or Arab countries are stand with the Palestine. So firstly, when Balfour Declaration came in 1948, then Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he supported the Palestine, and at that time India thought he will get veto power. So when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was there, so he raised the question, or he put the matter of Kashmir into the UNO, and he thought if we will support the Palestine, then maybe there is a chance we will get back our Kashmir and Aksai Chin areas. But the thing is that India wants veto power, and in the UNO there are total 193 members, in which 130 nations are the non-Muslim nations, and other 57 nations are the Islamic cooperation, they are the Islamic nations. So it's not like that if India demands for the veto power, then all the 130 countries, they will support India. Islamic country, their numbers are 57, so maybe there is a chance they will also vote for the India in order to get the veto power. But as India has declared its side for the Israel, so it will create problem for the India. Apart from this, if I talk about the international trade of India with Arab countries, India doesn't have any benefit from the Palestine, but Palestine has support of other Islamic countries. So Saudi Arabia, he is supporting the Palestine. So India's trade with Israel is 1%, and in defense sector mostly Israel is supporting the India. But if we see the India's trade with the other countries, other Arab nations, so it's 18%. In all, we export petroleum from the other nations. Our trade is most of our trade is done through the Arab nations, and 55 lakh peoples, they are getting employment in the Saudi Arabia. So these all are we can see how much we are benefited from the Arab nations. So and we also have to like follow the Geneva Convention. So at international, in the international court, if we are supporting the Israel, so India will face the problem.
Okay, good morning everyone. We all can see this is a land related war and this is a religion related war. Before some time in 1948, we all know England divided Palestine in two parts. One is Israel and one is Palestine. And Israel got 48% land and Palestine got 44% land. And after that, this time many people are giving this type of statement. This is the propaganda of international politics of developed country. They want to sell their own missile and all, and they are to want to developing. But we can see many people are saying India is supporting of Israel, but this is not fact. India is not supporting or Israel or Palestine. India is against of a terrorist group, because terrorists has no their own religion. The terrorists have their no own nation. They can attack in any country, and terrorist group is not good for any country. It is very bad thing. And of course we are proud of India, because India is against of terrorist group.
Here I want to add a point, like India has always stand against terrorists, and India has always supported country who are in need, like even though it is natural disaster or any terrorist attack. So India has always keep his hand open for help for the humanity. We have seen so many examples, even it is Sri Lanka or any other country, Myanmar or other countries. So India has cleared its stand with humanity, not any country.
Good morning everyone, this is Khushi, and as we all know, on 7 there was a very big incident happen in Israel by the Gaza, and as we all know, in 1948 the Union Nation adopted the resolution 181. It means that is the participation of Palestine into the Jewish state. But that time the Palestine was not, means that is rejected, because they didn't allow to do this thing, because most of the important coastal area they gave to the Israel. So that's why from that its fight was started. This war was started. But after some time, means in between some years, there was a war. But in I think in 1919 there was a one treaty, that is a Oslo Treaty. And in 1991 first Oslo, and the 1995 the second Oslo. That time they wanted to talk with, means to each other, and by talking they want to solve this matter. But in 90 because as we all know, the Palestine is not terrorist country, but this is the one of the organization, that name is Hamas, and it was created in 1987 by the some fanatic Islam person. So in 1987 when it was made, so the motto was that then they wanted to occupy the Israel. They want, that is a part of Palestine, we can't give them. So that is the motto of them, and from that it was started the fight. And but because of Oslo Treaty somehow it was solved. But main problem increased when in 1995 there was a religion festival, that is a Islam Ramadan and Purim, the both religion festival in one day. And that day one Yahudi shoot the one Islamic person, and from that time it's increased a lot, this war. So this is the main reason. And after, in this decade, I think in 2000 in 2008, in 2014, and in 2021, and last, this is a very big blast, that is in 2023.
Like, we cannot consider Hamas as a terrorist group. Why? Terrorist organization. Why? Because like most of the countries, they are considering Hamas as a terrorist organization, but most of the countries like Russia and all countries, they are not considering Hamas as a terrorist organization. Why? Because Russian Prime Minister Putin, he said that like, if Israel has right to fight for their self, then why don't Palestine have? So we cannot consider Hamas as a terrorist organization, because we can see how much Israel is so much developed in almost in every field, in technology, in like almost in every field. But when you see the Palestine, so they are not that much developed. They have only that missiles like from which they are attacking right now. So it's a, if Israelis are, they are fighting for their existence, but Palestinians, they are fighting for their like for their existence. It was like earlier the whole country was the Palestine. After Balfour Declaration, it was divided. So they both are like, we cannot say that one is wrong and one is right.
I want to add my next point. In my opinion, conflict is not good, but I think both have compulsion, because Palestine is fighting for their land and Israel bought their land. So, and it is said that no weapon, no conflict, then no Israel. So, because there are many countries, they don't consider Israel as a country. Why India is supporting the Israel? Because India always against the terrorist, and Pakistan is supporting the Hamas, because Hamas is a terrorist country. But Palestine has compulsion to take help from the Hamas, because Israel prohibited the Palestine. You don't have to keep weapons, you don't have to keep army, you don't have to keep navy and air force. But Israel has everything. If whenever Israel want to attack on the Palestine, Israel can attack, but Palestine has nothing. Palestine has only Palestine attack only on for the stone, and there are many in natural things. So what can they do? They have compulsion, so that's why they take help from the Hamas. And there are many Muslim countries, they support Hamas, because Palestine are asking their land, because there is no existence of Palestine now. Only 12% land. In the ancient time it has 100%. So both are right in my opinion.
Okay, so today is the fourth day of this war, and and this war has taken a terrible from, okay, and and as we all know, 700 people died and 2,000 people injured in Israel, and 400 people died and 2,000 people injured in Palestine. So as we all know, means ki war is not good, but but sometimes we have to war, because we don't have any option. As we all know, the population of Israel is 90 lakh only. And if Palestine is attacking on Israel, so Israel means Israel don't have any option. They should also means war.
India always share very good relation with all the countries, but we are always against the terrorism, and we can see that this is one of the reason, that is why India is supporting Israel. But there are some more reason, like there is a quiet between some of the countries like India, Israel, UAE and USA. They will cooperate each other and support each other. And Israel also help us with like defense sectors, like we had war with India. China war was there in 1962 and 1965. Israeli really helped us with weapons by giving us weapons, and there is a agreement signed between India and Israel in 2022 that about healthcare and medicines, and there are lots of projects also signed with both the between both the countries for technologies, and that's all.
As we have come this far, like Hamas is terrorist organization or not, it doesn't matter it's terrorist organization or not, but the attack, like suddenly 5,000 rocket attack on Israel, is just a terrorist attack. We can call it terrorist attack because it has impacted common people, innocent people. It has a vast disaster in Israel. So also Hamas versus Israel is going on. Palestine is on the west bank of Israel. They are happy with the Hamas is a terrorist organization. Many consider it a terrorist or many doesn't. But Hamas is one who instigate Palestine to always fight against Israel. Also, it is common or natural because it holds historical grudges between them, as they feel that the land is theirs, but Israel has captured it. But if we see it as humanity, Jews have also lived there, so it is their right also to live on that place. So if the peace process was done in 1993 in Oslo, so I think that both should have, and also there was peace negotiation there when it was declared two-state government when Palestine and Israel was finally formed.
Now I would like to add my next point. In my opinion, conflict is not good. It also happens in India. We fight for the POK and Aksai and there would be possibility till 2040 we can get the Akhand Bharat. There would be possibility. I am not sure, but so India keep patience and India make plan for the POK and Aksai. Same thing, Palestine should make plan for the occupy, for the take their land. And Palestine, whenever Palestine attacked on the Israel, Palestine lost. So in conflict and war, Palestine is always in the lost. So that's why in my opinion Palestine make plan for the Israel and for taking their land.
I want to add just a single point that they don't need to make plan by attacking or someone. They can make plan by peace treaty, or even they can take this topic into UN so that on peace they can find the solution. War is not a solution.
Of course, I agree with my previous speaker. Then, as we all know, after the Oslo Treaty, Israel agree, then we will give you your land. But after that, Hamas did blunder. That's why they angry. But the thing is that, of course, we don't know Hamas is a terrorist or not. But what they did on 7 October, it was blunder. It seems like that they are terrorists. Or as we all know, we have seen the situation of Afghanistan. Earlier, what happened? The Taliban is also organization in Afghanistan. But after some time, what happened? Taliban captured all the Afghanistan and now they are ruled. The same thing, according to me, what I feel, and after some time, if Hamas will not stop, or they will continue, then same thing happen with Palestine also, because Palestine people, I don't think so they are agreed to war with the Israel. So if Hamas will do this type of thing, so of course after some time Hamas will occupy the Palestine also. So I think they should think something.
My next point is that Palestine are thinking that the lot of Western countries like the Arab and all, they are supporting Palestine, but they are not thinking that Israel is more powerful than Palestine, and the Arab countries can't do anything. They will not fight with the Israel because Israel is more powerful, because America is giving weapon to Israel for fighting. America is supporting Israel, and they are they also want to Israel to win this war. And like earlier in 6 Arab countries also they are defeated by the Israel, and also now also the Arab country they can't do anything because Israel has the supporter more. Like most of the countries are supporting Israel, and very less countries are supporting Palestine. So of course, according to me, Israel will win the war.
I am agree with her point, because it doesn't matter Hamas is a terrorist group or not, because Hamas is behaving like terrorist group and suddenly cross Gaza border and suddenly attacked on Israel, and health ministry of Israel said 700 people died suddenly and 2,504 people get injured, and that is not good thing, because Hamas is not the part of military of Palestine, and that's why people are saying they are the group of terrorists. And India is supporting of Israel because India always helps of needy, and Israel and this time Israel is right.
So conclusion is like that we all know that most of the country are in the support of the Israel. Russia, China, USA, and even the India is supporting, because if it will be enhanced, then there will be lots of loss, because oil increase and their shipping routes, there will be declaration in the two-state solution, and many things will be happen. So anyhow we have to stop it, because we all know that whenever the war happened, it destroyed the life, and so it should be stopped.